AJ from the Backstreet Boys. You know him, you love him. He probably changed your childhood, but he's here in Montreal, and that's where we got to start. Apparently, AJ for mayor is trending right now.
Yes, AJ for mayor. I've been privy to your cone problem here with the orange cones. I've never seen so many cones in my life. LA's got a lot of construction. This is another level. And the fact that I heard that there's 2 specific cones that haven't moved in 12 years, it's just asinine to me. So I figured, you know what? What better way to help out Montreal than to run for mayor and to change not only the color of the cones to pink. Got to go pink.
Love it.
And lessen the amount of cones. We don't need that many cones, and make the roads once and for all what they need to be.
That's a big feat.
I mean, it is a big feat, but I can make some calls.
Okay, so if you're become mayor, no.
Yes.
When you become
when
mayor,
I become the mayor of Montreal,
what's the new Backstreet Boy Montreal theme song?
I want it that way. I think we can just make it, but like every single like slogan of "I want it that way" shows a big X over the orange cones and shows a pink cone next to it with me hugging the cone. I want it this way. You know what I mean?
You're onto something here.
Dude, I'm telling you, if this actually happens, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do.
We have to make it happen.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know the first thing about politics, and I don't really want to get into politics. But, again, you know, however I can help the cone problem, I'm all for it, dude.
Beautiful. Yeah. So you are here to promote fashion here, a new kind of beautiful. Mm-hmm. It's not a fashion show.
It is not. And that's what I initially thought it was when I was first approached to host the show. I had just heard the title of the show. So my initial gut reaction, like the first thing that popped in my head was like America's Next Top Model, which is a great show and it's done very well. But that's not really my thing, you know, and I do love fashion. I've loved fashion for more than half my life. But then when I had my opportunity to hop on Zoom and talk to Caroline, within the first 10 minutes of her explaining the show and the kind of synopsis, I said, okay, where do I sign? I'm in. This is what we need right now on social media, on television. We need more shows like this that are inspiring, that are breaking the stigma of the fashion world, because it can be a very toxic place, whether it's, you know, physical appearance, your diet, complexion, gender, race, all of it. You know, you've heard of even people suffering from drugs and alcohol abuse in the world of fashion. It can be a very toxic place. So this show is promoting natural beauty, which to me, the definition of beauty is authenticity. Being your true authentic self means you're beautiful no matter what. You know, everybody from every walk of life, 22 countries, from 19 to 60 years old, you know, people that deal with body dysmorphia, a child of alcoholics, depression, anxiety, children of divorce, self-esteem issues, all of it. I mean, it's every single walk of life, every single potential mental health or physical ailment was on this show.
And speaking of which, congratulations on that milestone you just hit.
Thank you.
That's massive.
Deuces. 2 years. It's funny. Somebody was talking to me a couple nights ago about my upcoming solo album, and they were asking me when I started actually making the record, and I said, ironically, 2 years ago. And it's interesting because if you listen to the vocals, you listen to the lyrics, it shows. There's a night and day difference if I had written this album 5 years ago compared to writing it in the last 2 years.
Everything you just said is the perfect segue into something I want to show you. Looking back at those obviously formative Backstreet Boy years, the many, how do I say this, many styles you've gone through.
Yeah, there's been some humdingers, I tell you that. There's been some nightmarish moments and some moments that are actually coming back into pop culture. Not because of me, but just the styles.
I mean, hopefully they don't all come back.
No, God, no, I hope not.
Okay, but if you had to rank these 5 classic Backstreet Boy AJ looks. Okay, you could flip through them from 5 iconic songs and music videos. Which is your favorite to least favorite style-wise?
Okay, favorite to least favorite. Okay. So, favorite, right here. I'm going to go with Get Down next.
Good choice. I like that one.
I'm going to go with I want it that way next. And oh man, I don't know what the hell is going on. It's trying to be a Caesar haircut, but it's not. I'm gonna go with this next, and because I was starting to recede there a little bit, but this is definitely last. And I know this is the first video we ever did, so it's kind of you know, an oxymoron, I guess, to go back and say that's the worst.
Could you re-rank these 5 pictures, but how you were feeling on the inside?
Oh, how I'm feeling on the inside.
Like, when do you think you were happiest with yourself and in a good place and just a good AJ? Feeling good.
Let's see. I'm going to say this should be number 1. This should be number 2. This would be number 3, 4, and then 5.
And so why is that? Is there one moment that stands out that you kind of remember where you were at?
Well, honestly, from 2000 to about 2007, which is when I relapsed after my first stint in rehab, which was in 2001. From 2007 until literally 2 years ago, it's just been on again, off again. I mean, honestly, it's just been, you know, I put together a few months or I put together a year, but I don't think I was ever truly ready or done. I always thought that I was, or I said that I was, but I was never truly done. And again, I will go back to my youngest daughter. It was actually September 25th of 2 years ago when I flew home from Miami and still smelled like a bar. And I went to give my youngest daughter a hug, and she literally was like, "You don't smell like my dad." And that wrecked me. And because I still had alcohol in my system, I don't count the 25th of September as my first day. So I waited a full day to sober up. That's why September 26th is my official sobriety date.
Congratulations
Thank you,
again.
man.
And just your journey brought you to where you are today, and you're in a great place.
I am.
And we're proud of you.
I am proud of me too, and that's hard to say, but it's getting a little easier.
Lee in the afternoon. 95.9 Virgin Radio.
Yeah. All right.
5, 6, 7.
So out, here, body roll.
There you
go. Good shit, man. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.